Welcome to the finale, part 3 of How to Grill Vegetables. If you haven't caught the 2 previous segments, they're down in the description. Check it out, click the links, and also check out How to Grill Carrots. It's a similar video, but there's some tips and tricks there that are specific to carrots, so that's down in the description. As always, make sure you subscribe and enjoy part 3. Okay, I'll go with this vegetable. Some cremini mushrooms. These have been cleaned. Just a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt. On the grill we go. Now you'll notice everything is just salt and pepper. I'm not using a marinade, I'm not using any heavy seasonings, and the reason being is I want the vegetables to taste like a vegetable. You know, I love some of the Cajun style. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That nice. Let me show you right there. That nice caramelization on that one. That's awesome. I do love, you know, a bit of a Cajun rub on a pork chop or Montreal seasoning on steak. But if you haven't just put salt and pepper or just even salt on a piece of fish or a piece of chicken or a steak and just put it on the grill and cooked it properly, if you haven't done that in a while, give it a shot. I'll tell you what, it tastes pretty good. I worked in plenty of steakhouses and restaurants where that's all we do is salt and pepper. And people ask, oh, what do you do to make your steaks taste so good? It must be the finest possible meat. And why that might be true at any given price point, what's more true is it's just good cooking technique. I'm going to give these a little flip here. Yeah. And that grill's nice and hot again. So even though I had the lid closed, it was just for a minute. Just to help along here. Ideally it wouldn't be so windy. And I have the grill out. There's a patio patio ceiling right above us here, and so I have the grill sitting underneath that. It smokes out everything. You can actually set off smoke alarms in my house. So, which of course the dogs and the cats love that. So I leave this out kind of in the open here, and you can see I'm kind of moving all the mushrooms here so that they're upside down, so that the top is facing the grill. Again, consistency. I want them all to look the same on the grill as far as which way they're facing. Okay. The mushrooms rather, onions, they do take a while. Growing up, we used to put a little foil down and throw some butter in there, kind of cook, grill the mushrooms that way. It wasn't until I got a little older I realized that we were just really sauteing them, and the foil acts like basically like a little saute can. So if you're going to do that, you can just do that in a saute pan. You're not going to pick up any flavor by putting oil down on the grill and then cooking on that. It doesn't really do much to help the flavor. So I'm going to make a little pile here so that they can cook. I am going to close this because I'm not really worried about these caramelizing as much. I don't mind giving them a little bake. That one's done. Oh, look at that. Just a few moments I was talking to you. That one's done. It's starting to sweat. Okay. I need to make a little bit more room here on my grill, on my grate. Of course, as I've mentioned before, the second you take your food off and set it on your resting grate, your resting rack, it's like you're turning off the cooking method. Like you're saying, okay, I want you to stop cooking right now. These bigger ones I need to flip once or twice. Ideally once. Okay. Give these a little flip. Some friends who love jalapenos, so I threw some jalapenos, whole jalapeno on the grill, thinking, oh, that'd be kind of fun. I really haven't done that before. And lo and behold, they got spicier. You would think cooking them they'd get less spicy. Oh my gosh, I'm not a spice guy. I can handle a little bit of raw jalapeno, and I don't know if it was these particular jalapenos, but they were on fire hot. Roger. That's our mascot, Roger. It's his yard. He just lets me use it. Okay. I just had the lid closed for just a moment. And see, right away, I don't know if you can see the moisture kind of bubbling out of the top of that one. That's what happens when you close the lid for too much. It because then you immediately start locking in that excess moisture. It doesn't allow things to escape, and your food starts getting wet. Although that would be fine for the onions, quite frankly, bad for the mushrooms. These are, yeah, they're really sweating now, so that's why it's important to have that lid open. Ooh, but I've regained all my heat back just by having that lid closed for just a moment. Oh, lost one. That's okay. The dogs will enjoy that. Okay. Boom and boom. Lovely. Okay. Just 2 more minutes here on the onions. I'm going to turn off one side. I'm going to turn off the right side of my grill. I do want these to sweat a little bit, so I'm going to take advantage of how a grill works by closing the lid. Be back in a minute or 2. Okay. Fantastic. Those look great. I'm really happy with that. One last final trick here is I can just turn both sides of the grill off. And with the lid closed and while the grill is cooling down, those will just cook gently right to the end. No danger of having them burn. Really no danger of having them overcooked because onions take longer than you think. All right, there's my beautiful vegetables. I'm very happy with them. I'm just going to cut these zucchini and squash, maybe just once or twice. I'm going to run my knife through the peppers really quickly. The mushrooms I'm going to leave whole, and then the onions, they'll fall apart naturally. What I'm going to do with those, I'm going to reheat them in the saute pan, but these are beautiful either reheated on the grill, served fresh and hot, or served chilled. All delicious ways to serve grilled vegetables. So hopefully you learned something today. Thanks for joining me at the Urban Homestead for some more grilling. This is Chef Mark. Thanks for tuning in.